Hey everyone, Zero Creature here. Pokemon Go. Love it or hate it, you have to admit, it was amazing when it was first released. This thing was basically the new phenomenon. And let me tell you, I love it. It's a really fun game. I still play it now. Even 6 years after it's been launched, I still think it's a really enjoyable game. And it has flaws. A lot of them. Now, Pokemon, it's a fun game. Get to go out, catch Pokemon. This was revolutionary, I tell you. And then one major issue that has had since maybe forever. Today we're going to be talking about this big issue. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the video. When you think of Pokemon Go, you either think one of two things. One, that fun little mobile game to go catch Pokemons, or two, an absolute fucking cash grab by Niantic. It's so stupid, and I hate it. My first, if you really think about it, Pokemon Go has become such a cash grab. My first example is with the introduction of remote raids. Now, at first, these were the best things in the game. Sure, it costed about $1 per raid, but it was so good. Not only could you do raids from the comfort of your own home, but this gave birth to things like Pokegenie and other raid apps where you could just go in and get remotely invited to raids, meaning you just get to grind raids, catch free legendaries and whatever. Not free, but you get the point, from the comfort of your own home. The nice thing was, if you wanted three, you could buy a bundle of three for 250 Pokecoins. This was pretty nice. You got a 50 Pokecoin discount, which is always nice. You take whatever discount you can get nowadays. And you were on your way, catching legendaries and stuff like that. But in around, I want to say May of 2022, there was a two big changes to the item shop. Number one, the removal of the daily free box. Kind of. I should have mentioned this before, but when the remote raid pass was released, there was a weekly free box, mind you. A weekly free box, and every single one had one remote raid pass in them. I don't remember if it had anything else, but it did have a free remote raid pass. This, oh boy, this was good. The reason why this was so important was because it allowed you to get a free remote raid pass, which you could then end up using on things like legendary Pokemon or mega raids. And megas are, of course, insanely good. You got things like Mega Charizard Y, Mega Swampert, the brand new Mega Salamence, which is actually a top Dragon type, if not the top. But in May 2022, Niantic removed remote raid passes from weekly boxes. The free weekly boxes. And this was a huge blow to the entire player base. Whether you were free to play or pay to play, it did not matter. Free to play players basically lost one of their biggest additions to Pokemon Go yet. I don't think you guys understand how actually important this was. A free to play player would not have to even go out and grab a gym or whatever. They just get a free remote raid pass every week. You could use it on things like a Mewtwo, Zekrom, Rayquaza, whatever was in raids. It's fair game. And Niantic removed it. Even for people like me, who pay to get remote raid passes or whatever, this saved money. You know how good it was having a free remote raid every week? And yet it's gone. And not only that, the free remote raid pass per week being removed, meaning you have to spend more money, literally dish out money, to then do remote raids, but they increased the bundle. They increased the price of the bundle. It went to 250 for 3 remote raid passes to 300. 300 Pokecoins for 3 remote raid passes. Really? You couldn't give any sort of discount whatsoever. One remote raid pass costs 100 Pokecoins. Let's go into the item shop right now in Pokemon Go. If we go in, right? Let's check. Let's go in the shop, okay? Let's see here. The Pokeball bundle. Let's use this as an example. So, you see how 20 Pokeballs cost 100 Pokecoins, correct? Now, if you were to buy 100 Pokeballs, but you only bought the single one, well, the 20, if you were to buy enough to get 100 Pokeballs, that would be 500 Pokecoins. Pardon me, sorry, I'm like, just ate dinner, whatever. There's an 100 Pokeball bundle, which costs 460 Pokecoins, saving 40 Pokecoins. Is it much? Not really, but you save. And, we take it. Even something like a Star Piece bundle. The Star Piece costs 100 Pokecoins. A bundle of 8 costs 640, meaning you were saving roughly about 160 Pokecoins. That's huge. Really damn huge. You can use that on something like an egg incubator, Pokeballs, remote raid, anything. It's so useful if you're saving Pokecoins. But there's none of that anymore. Because Niantic removed one of the best things about remote raids. I get the incentive is to go out and play more. The issue is, for more rural players who don't have a massive raid group, it makes it a lot more difficult to catch more rare Pokemon. If we go into my account and search raid, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says 286. I can guarantee you most of those were remote raids. My best Pokemon was from a remote raid. It's just, they shouldn't be nerfing such an amazing feature. It's not overpowered. You do still have to pay for it. But it would be nice if you didn't have to dish out that much money. Next up, we have things like the boxes. The boxes are just... Where do I even start? Are they necessarily bad? Well, yes. And for the Pokecoins that they save you, it's not really that worth it. If you look at the best box in the item shop right now, or I guess the most expensive, is the Explorer box with 10 Super Incubators, 5 Incense, and 10 Incubators. So, if we want to do the math on that, well, obviously, it's 1,850 Pokecoins, which is actually less than the base price of 10 Super Incubators. However, you don't get much for it, and it's quite costly. You'd be better off just, I don't know, doing remote raids. Another issue I want to bring up is actually storage. Oh boy, where do I start? If you thought remote raids were bad, storage is even worse. And I mean, you constantly have to upgrade your storage. My storage right now, my Pokemon storage at least, is 1,826 out of 1,900. The issue is, eventually, you get so many great Pokemon, there's not a lot to transfer. And you want to keep at least one of each Pokemon. If you're grinding like me, you're also going to have a lot of shinies, meaning, well, for me, there's just 254 shiny Pokemon that I can't transfer. If we go in 4 stars, right? There's 24 4 stars I can't transfer. There's things like my actual top Pokemon that I can't transfer whatsoever. I'm gonna turn on Do Not Disturb real quick. My friend's texting me, and I do want to say, look at this. I have things like Best Buddy Mewtwo's, Lucky Metagross, Shiny Dragonite, Shiny Mewtwo, Shadow Mewtwo. The issue is, you eventually get so many good Pokemon, there's not many to transfer. Even item storage. Once you start getting into raids, this fills up so quickly. With either golden raspberries, hyper potions, revives. Even looking at my healing items, it's stupid. And I deleted 100 hyper potions maybe uh, like yesterday or 2 days ago. The rate at which it fills up is genuinely stupid. And the issue is, it costs about $2. Also, I don't know why my camera is out of focus. Why? Hello. Get in focus. Get in focus. Get in focus. Do the focus things. Why are you blurry? I apologize, but why are you blurry? Sure. Okay, no, it's not. So, even Pokeballs, you need Pokeballs. You can't transfer them. The few items you can transfer are normal potions, super potions, raspberries, nana berries. But apart from that, it's like, well, you kind of got to keep everything. Rare candies, you can use them, but what if you want to save them for something? It's like, eventually, it's a lot more difficult to spend like it's a lot more difficult to save on storage. Also, could power up my Salamence, and then I got to take a screenshot of it for Pokegenie. That's cool. Okay. Oh my god, this thing's my 11th strongest Pokemon. That's kind of cool. Anyways, yeah. The storage is just a big issue. One I run into quite often where I need to constantly upgrade storage. I'm at a point now where I'm at a decent level where I can kind of manage what I have, blah 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 blah. Pokemon storage, however, is oh god, especially with the strategy I'm using now. I mentioned this in a live stream the other week, but a strategy I use, which a lot of actually top players use, is to have a tag or whatever called transfer, where you tag a bunch of Pokemon, and when a 2 times transfer candy spotlight hour comes out, which is once every month, you can mass transfer all those Pokemon to get 1 extra candy per. This is really good for something like if you're grinding legendaries and you have really bad IV ones. Even for Reshiram, I have a lot stored up that I want to transfer. Even things like Zekrom, or just rare wild spawns like Bagon, Dratini, etc. And the issue is, I don't want to transfer them yet because I want to save them for the mass transfer for extra candies. Just think, if you transfer 10 Reshiram, you get 10 candies. If you transfer 10 Reshiram on a ×2 transfer candy, you get 20 Reshiram candy. It adds up quickly, and it's kind of sad because it just means you have to spend more and more money on Pokemon Go. And if you're a teenager, money doesn't really matter. You're not paying bills. But once you start getting older, you want to save money and use it for more important things: groceries, bills, taxes, and like anything other than Pokemon Go. You have a life outside of it. And the fact that it's now costing so much to play and to enjoy is genuinely stupid. If you want the best items, you need to pay. If you want the best Pokemon, you need to pay. You need shinies? Dish out that cash, boy. Even things like Go Tour are pay. You have to pay for Go Tour, which, well, if I'm being honest here, is kind of stupid. And I hate it with a burning passion. I'm still gonna buy it because I'm 14. I'm a dumb teenager. But eventually there's gonna be a point where it's just there's no point. Like it's gonna get so expensive. All Pokemon Go has done is grow in price. It's a free game, but you start with 300 Pokemon storage, 300 item storage. That adds up. I have over 300 items in just hyper potions and max potions. It adds up, especially with Pokemon. And if you want to get to a decent level of play, you're going to start wanting to catch a lot of Pokemon for candies, Stardust, XP. There's so many things, especially more meta relevant Pokemon. If you start getting better, then you'll start having better Pokemon that you don't want to transfer. If you start getting shinies, those are shinies you can't transfer. Storage is probably one of the biggest issues in Pokemon Go, and it's a cash grab for Niantic because you have to buy storage. Now, you're probably screaming at your computer screens or phone screens or refrigerator screens right now saying, "Zero creature, dude, you can do gyms and stuff." But you have to think. 8 hours in a gym, you have 50 Pokecoins. For that 8 hours, for one day, if you have 4 Pokemon in gyms, right? And they all got knocked out on the same day. That would mean you get 50 Pokecoins. Let's say they were all in there for a week. All that time, and you're only getting 50 Pokecoins. Not only is it annoying as hell, all that work for 50 Pokecoins because you got unlucky and every Pokemon got knocked out on the same day. But it's just, it sucks. And it means, well, you either have to go out and grind gyms, which in some places is impossible. Fun little story. At a park I go to where I play Pokemon Go, there's an apartment building right next to it. It's like a kind of big park. So there's like a front and a back, right? The front has a sign, says the name of the park, of course, but it's right next to the apartment. It's also a gym. I kid you not, every time I've taken over that gym, I walk away, 10 minutes later, I come back, that gym's taken over by the same people every single time. It makes it impossible to do gyms. It's impossible. And if you don't live near gyms, well, sucks to be you. You can't do anything. Time to start dishing out money. And it sucks. It really does. But, of course, Pokemon Go is a business. You can't do anything about it. It sucks, though. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Basically, if you want to get any decent level of play now, a lot of the best Pokemon you have to spend money for. If you think I'm lying, look at Zekrom, the current Tier 5 raid boss, and the third best electric type in Pokemon Go currently. And it's locked in raids. It sucks. And again, not a lot of people, well, some people can't run out and do raids or whatever because it might not be a big city for them. It might just be like their own little neighborhood. There might be a gym where there's raids, but if it's a 5-star raid or even a mega raid, good luck trying to solo that with either your small raid group or no one nearby, because I would know not a lot of people go out to do raids anymore. Because remote raids is just the new meta. And even if people were, it's just remote raids are so much more convenient. And you can grind remote raids a lot easier than normal raids. Of course, going out and doing raids is still ideal. However, it's just, why would you do that when you could do remote raids? Which cost money. A lot over time. That was my little rant for today, and I just wanted to talk about some of my personal issues with Pokemon Go. You've probably heard these a lot talked about over the internet, but I just want to kind of restate those arguments because I think everything is valid against why Pokemon Go is slowly going downhill. Even nowadays, one more thing I should mention, though you used to get legendaries from Research Breakthrough. You don't get that anymore. You can get them from raids. Good luck, because they cost money. It's sad. I got a 98% IV Kyogre from Research Breakthrough. A 15-15-14. My brother got a shiny Kyogre from Research Breakthrough. And now it's pay to win. And if you want to fight that argument, you can't. All of the best Pokemon are locked behind raids, and you do have things like Gibble, like Garchomp, Dragonite, Swampert, but those either need legacy moves to be good, or they're just more difficult to obtain. Or you can obtain them through raids. Like Dragonite normally is in tier 3 raids, Gibble might be in tier 1 raids, but it is what it is. And Pokemon Go will forever be a massive friggin' cash grab. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it's a different kind of video, but this is just something I'm passionate about and wanted to talk about. I love Pokemon Go, so might as well talk about one of the massive issues with the game. Multiple massive issues. But it really all boils down to cash grab. That's slowly what's becoming. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, we as a player base just have to kind of suck it up and hope Niantic changes for the better. It's not like they're going to run out of money if they put the discount back on the remote raid passes or give us one remote raid pass free per week. They're making more money, but is it necessary? Come on. Think of the players, Niantic. Think about all the people you're basically screwing over. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you think I should make more like this, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm planning to do a Pokemon live stream soon once again. Hopefully get some Zekrom raids in, because I've done a few today. Still haven't gotten the shiny, which is unfortunate, but that's what live streams are for. I got actually a bit of money that I want to throw in my bank account, and then throw it in the bank account, have some money for remote raids, and we hit those up. So thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, shoot. Oh, I almost pressed start streaming. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Bye.